Next presentation is myself. What I want you to do, I'm on this one, talk a little bit about the right mix between OTA bookings and direct. And to me, OTA bookings are the best thing that's ever happened to the industry because they're an aggregator, and to me, they give you free advertising. But what I'm starting to see, and it's starting to, what after COVID is a lot of hotels, because I didn't have any marketing budget, started relying and saying, you know what, I'm going to let the OTAs do all the selling. And they're paying 20 to 25%. And people are saying, how can I claw this back? And we've got some OTAs in the room today, and I think they're great to what we do, but I don't think we should rely on them a lot. So what I want you to do is really quickly, I did a big presentation yesterday with a masterclass on Book Direct. I want everyone to pull out their mobile phones now, please. Just pull out your mobile phones. We're going to do a very, very quick exercise. Pull out your mobile phones, and I want you to actually bring up your hotel on your mobile phone. Because this is where it starts, why you are losing bookings to OTAs, and some of you are too lazy to actually gain them back. Just grab your mobile phone and type in the name of your hotel. What I want you to start looking at, yes, Gavin, that's you too. You need a new website. But what I want you to do is, how long does it take to download? Have a look and see where the Book Now button is in the top right-hand corner, because we as humans read left to right. Now, what I want you to do is actually go and search for a room, okay? And I want you to try and do it with one thumb, not two fingers. Then once you find a room, I want you to type in the available dates that you want to stay at your property. And what I want you to do is be cognizant of what you're doing and how easy or not easy it is to actually interact with your own website on your mobile. Because I'm going to bring up some statistics about mobile and your hotel. Then what I want you to do is, once you've brought up the availability, you might have clicked off to a separate booking engine. Does the booking engine look like your property? Do you have to re-enter in the dates into the booking engine? Because every click you are making, you are losing 5 to 10% of your direct bookings. Now, what I want you to do, you've chosen a room, and I want you then to type in your details, then press the next button to go to the payment gateway. Just think about how many clicks from when we started. I want you to count how many. Again, I'm going to share some very important statistics of why you are losing bookings to OTAs. Okay? Let me know when you've actually finished. Just go to the step where you're about to put your credit card in. If you want to book the hotel, that's fantastic. I'm happy to stay at any of your hotels. Not Hotel X, but it's cheap. The point I'm trying to make is that, who found it easy to actually make a booking on their own website? Okay, probably about 10% of the room. Whose website was very hard to load? I know some people down the back are putting their hand up because you're our clients. How about the booking engine? How easy was it to use? Did you have to re-enter everything in? On an OTA, it takes about 5 clicks to make a booking. And people love UX because the UX UI of the OTA is so simple. 5 clicks. You go to an OTA now, try and make a booking, 5 clicks. I will show you during my presentation a website or 2 websites that we've done. So a little bit about what I'm going to talk about today. 1, why OTAs are the best thing to happen to the travel industry and how you can use them to get more direct bookings. The framework that you should have, that some of our clients are actually using to have a 70% direct, 30% OTA. That is the ideal mix. Because if it's the opposite, we need to talk. Show you some real life examples and the most important KPIs to have as well. A little bit about myself. I was born in the travel industry, not in 1960, but my father, Sir Caruso, with all these funny letters behind, he's a Serb, knighted by the Queen of England for services to the travel industry in Queensland and to the Italian community. He had one of the first hotels, one of the first boarding houses in Brisbane. Dad's still alive. He's 95. He's still in his garden every day. He's on his laptop. He's got a few little properties, rental properties. Before, this little old man used to go up and say, "You're one day late with rent." Now he sends them emails and puts a read receipt. God bless Dad, he's still around. So hopefully I'll live. Fastrack, we're a digital agency that we've been working now for about 20 years with some of the biggest hotel brands and some of the smallest hotel brands in Australia. Some of our clients in our room as well. So what I want to try and present, this is not an advertisement of Fastrack, is what we do with our clients to get more direct bookings. This is the issue we're finding, is that a lot of people have got too many OTA bookings versus direct. To me, it should be at least, bare minimum, 50-50. Now, I'm not going to ask everyone to understand, put up their hand, what their direct booking ratio is, but this is what we're finding, that there's a constant battle between the OTA and direct. OTA are your friends, but you need to use them strategically as they're an advertising platform for you. But you need to use them properly. Imagine if you can call back 10, 20, 30, or even 50% of your OTA bookings, what it would do to your bottom line. Now, I was speaking to a hotel the other day who have got 90% OTA bookings. Just give me 50% of the revenue you're paying to OTAs and I'll boost your direct bookings. Over the last 2 years, we're finding that our clients are paying the markups about 20-25%. So imagine, to me, you should be paying about 10% in marketing and what you're doing. So do you see the opportunity here? Imagine if you can call back 10, 20, 30, 40% as well. In 2023, hotels paid over $50 billion in fees to OTAs because I think the industry's got lazy after COVID with their marketing. And I'm speaking as a marketing digital agency owner as well. Just hands up, who's actually got a written book direct strategy? As part of their marketing strategy, they've got an actually written down on how to get more direct bookings. Okay, 4 people out of probably 200 in here. We got a real issue here. I mean, what percentage? Can anyone share what their percentage is of direct? What is it? 60% direct? Fantastic, that's good. Anyone else? 67. Sorry? 67? Very precise, I like that. It's very, very important. And this could be a direct, direct booking actually starts, it's not just your website or email marketing. I was in a hotel last year and I booked, when I research, can I tell you, I go to an OTA because it's an aggregator. There is no other platform that actually shows me all the hotels of where I want to stay. I'm going to Auckland next week to Christchurch to the Hospitality New Zealand conference. And I look there and I say, right, what's the cheapest? And then I went to the website. But a while ago, I had to book through an OTA because they were cheaper. Because I went to the hotel website, I rang up the hotel reservations, and I said, oh, look, on the OTA, you're actually more cheaper. Oh, sorry, we can't match that rate. What the fuck? Okay? So I booked for the OTA. When I stayed at the hotel, I won't say what it was. When I went to check out, the hotel duty manager came out and said, hey, I saw you book through booking.com. Here's my business card. Contact me direct for the best direct rate. But do you see how it all, like some of our clients, you go into the elevator, book direct, save, all their emails. It is an actual culture that you have to start instilling in your property. From all your messaging to in-house, on-site, there are so many opportunities that you can actually use. Use a great CRM like Revenate. They can pump it all out as well. Very, very important. So where do you start? Expedia just released their Traveller Path survey where they surveyed 8,000 people around the world, and it was about 900 in Australia. And the average Australian inspires 32 days inspiration of where they want to go. They actually don't know where they're going. And then they take another 41 days to book, and it's usually 3 months out. So this is a great opportunity for you. And what they do is they use various areas. Airlines, search engines. To me, you need to start being on Google. And we're very, very thankful to have Liz Freeman, the head of travel for Google, present very shortly as well. OTAs, social media and meta travel site as well. And the Australian consumes 91 pages of travel content and 229 minutes spent consuming travel content before they actually make a booking. This is all some great statistics here that you can. Price and an easy-to-use website is very important. Best prices on travel, absolutely. We'll talk a little bit about rate parity in a moment. Easy to use website, transparent or no hidden fees, flexible cancellation policy and different payment options. Happy to give you, or just type in Expedia path to purchase and you can actually download the report. Some really interesting stuff here. And 61% of people use OTAs to research as well. We've got a branding and marketing, and I'm very, very blessed to actually have Renee Trimble, the CEO of Call Plus, talk a little bit about branding and also loyalty and how important people are loyal. But it's interesting here that Australians would prefer to book with someone who has a loyalty program so long you give them benefits. And she's going to elaborate on that as well. What I want you to do now is just pull out a website called Nightcap. Just go to your mobile, go to Nightcap Hotels. Nightcap Hotels, we still work with them. Their website's a couple of years old because they've been focused more on building. We started off with them with 22 hotels. They've got about 90. But I just want you to go to Nightcap Hotels. And I want you to actually type in, and you can see the search bar coming up. Because people actually don't scroll. If you've actually got a lot of properties, people just want a search bar. Just go there, type in Sydney, and then type in, just press and book. Just type in the dates, press book, and it'll actually come up with the availability. Okay, then choose the hotel or the rate, and it should drop down. And then there's a whole page where you can enter in your first name, surname, the conditions, tick, and down the bottom we've got the booking mask of Wind Cave. That is 5 clicks. Okay, Brett Salter's not here from Nightcap, but I'm sure, and this is not about what we do. We still maintain, we still do the marketing for ALH, one of our biggest clients, and we're constantly making their website better. But that is 5 clicks. I can't tell you what their conversion rate is, but we're talking 4s and 5% from their website. Because the other thing is that we've actually brought their availability onto the website. When you use an external booking engine, you tend to lose 50% of your customers because they see, oh, it's a new website. I just wanted to show one of the best out there. The other one's the EVT website as well. See, we are hooked on these mobiles, okay? We sort of, who's woken up in the morning and said checked their phone before saying good morning to their partner? No one? Okay, maybe their dog or something. Back to the traveller's path to purchase, at 59% of Australians prefer to book their accommodation on mobile as well. And we're spending about 44% more time online and a ridiculous amount of time, 42 hours per week online. We're addicted to these things. It's crazy what we're doing. And 1 in 2 people use Google to search for their travel as well. The average Australian checks their phones 110 times. The people who are really addicted, 900. Everyone's like, oh shit, that's not me. You can get apps to lock these things. It's incredible. What I'm trying to say is that it's called, ever heard of the billboard effect? This is where the OTAs are marketing you for free because it's an aggregator, okay? So what happens basically is that 72% of people who go to an OTA will come to your website, and this is where you lose them. So how did the billboard effect come? Look at how I searched for travel when I was going to Christchurch and Auckland next week. I basically go to the OTA because it's one website that shows me everything that's available for where I want to go, for the dates I want to go to. And then I look at the listings and I went, this looks great. I go into the OTA listing. There's actually not too much information. And I went, hey, I want more information. I'm going to go to the hotel website. Go to the hotel website and it sucks. Yes, as I said, sometimes people come to us and say, oh, I've got all these online bookings by OTAs, and go to the website and you can't even use it. So I go to the website because your website should have better photos, better imagery, better content than the OTA, and it's giving me a book direct offer. Very important. I like what you're saying, what you're offering me. It could be a late checkout. It could be anything. Have a gated area on your website where it offers them, hey, join our club. And it doesn't have to be a loyalty club with points. I'll give you 10% off or something like that. And then they end up booking. They leave the OTA, they go to your website. They don't want to book anymore. Who's heard of remarketing? You should actually have an always-on campaign because what's happened is that we're going to put a little cookie into your browser because the OTAs advertise you for free. They've come to your website, they left your website, but then your ads are appearing everywhere. And we've been doing Capital Hotel Group now for 7 years in Canberra. These are some of their book direct offers. Very important to have that. Always bid for your brand name too, by the way. I know the Cambridge Hotel doesn't exist anymore, but always have a brand, because when people are searching for your brand, they're farther down the booking funnel. So always have an always-on branded campaign, and you can outbid the OTAs as well with that. Some of the top booking channels in Australia, you can see there, Booking.com and Expedia are there, then followed by the hotel website, and then it goes down through to the meta search. That's no surprise there as well. So make sure that when you go to the OTA, because they're free advertisements, don't take what they've written about you or the photos, update it yourself. Use better photos, update, make sure it's a clear, concise listing. Don't be satisfied with what they do. Now, very important, do not copy the text from your website and copy and paste it into the OTA, or vice versa. Google will penalise you for duplicate content. Do not copy and paste what's on your website into the OTA or vice versa. Google will penalise you, and it will never show your website. It'll always show the OTA website because it's got the higher page authority as well. The other thing is, one thing my father said, what you can't measure, you can't control. When clients come to Fastrack, the digital team out there, we go straight to their data. And we find that their data is really, really poor. It's not attributing anywhere close to where it's supposed to be. Their e-commerce tracking. I mean, hands up who their marketing agency has made a test booking in the last 4 weeks to see if that booking is actually being put into the right bucket of analytics. Very important. We do that every month. Because sometimes your e-commerce tracking cookie or the setup does. Where we start is something in GA4 called Booking Visualization Funnel, where we can actually see if you're leaking. In this Booking Visualization Funnel, your digital agency, if they're good, they should have this set up. And the Booking Visualization Funnel looks like this, and I've had to black out some of the areas. And this actually shows where people are coming into your website, where they're coming from, what they're doing in your website, when they're clicking off to your booking engine, and if they're actually completing payment. This even shows if they've completed payment. We've changed payment gateways for clients, and we've doubled their bookings. We've changed, the booking engine that you have? We've changed booking engines, it's doubled their bookings. And never be content with what's out there. Keep testing and measuring, very, very important as well. Rate parity. This is an interesting one. I could probably talk half a day. I'll probably cover it later on. The amount of times I see hotels being undercut by OTAs. Sign up to OTA Insights or Lighthouse. Who's a subscriber to Lighthouse, OTA Insights? It's about $150 US, and it tells you, sends you an alert when you're being undercut on anything. Not just OTAs. There's all these things like, someone told me the other day, a Loca or something, all these ones out there. And then take control of your distribution. 27% of the times, hotels and travel companies are being undercut by OTAs and third parties. And 22% of the time, the hotel website is more expensive. So please start taking control of your rates. Simple system. Subscribe to Lighthouse and see what's out there as well. Invest in best photos. Where's Mauro? Is he here? No, Mauro. He did a presentation earlier this year at Maximise Occupancy Perth, and he said that one perfect photo is worth 1,000 bookings. And sometimes I go to hotel websites, ask my marketing team, and the website photos suck. They're really bad. So make sure you invest in photos, good photos, and video as well. Anyone getting anxiety by this little scroller thing? Should I keep it up there for a little bit? Okay. 53% of people abandon a mobile website if it takes longer than 3 seconds, because the average download time of an OTA or other websites is about 4 or 5 seconds. So to me, make sure that you use a digital agency or website hosting that it's quite quick, because for every second delay, you're losing about 20% or 30% as well. So to me, here's some KPIs, the conversion rate of your website. The hotel industry averages about 1.3. We try and achieve 3 to 4%. And I'll give a shameless plug to Fastrack Digital. If you're getting 1.3, 1.2 and above, come and talk to us. But some of the stuff that I'm going through here is what we use. We start off with your data, we have a look at your website, we have a look if it's converting, we change parts of your website, you're looking at your booking engine, and we start getting our clients 3 to 4% in prop. So some of the KPIs, total website conversion is direct bookings divided by total visitors. Another interesting one, as I said, don't ever settle for the booking engine that you've been provided because it's free. Okay, very important. Visitor, how many people go from your website, they actually do the journey through the website into your booking engine, should be between 30 to 55%. How many people enter your booking engine and progress to booking? If you don't have these information, get it from your booking engine, very important as well. So again, the booking engine is very important. Use it. I still see a lot of hotels use these booking engines where they get charged 1 or 2% or $1.50. There's so many really good booking engines out there, or we can build one for you. We've got plenty of APIs that we can pull from as well. Pop-ups, I hate them, but they work really, really well, so use them strategically. Who's got a chatbot on their website? We've put chatbots on websites. We recommend sometimes Yonder, and we've actually seen an increase, especially if you've got a very complex type of accommodation, not just a shoebox. Chatbots work really, really, really well. And we've seen an increase of 70% in that as well. SEO, look, don't forget about SEO. It's very, very important now, and it's free. Very important. Paid search, I won't go to it, but make sure that you use meta search. Now, yesterday, Avril Carter from Review Pro showed the importance of reviews on the direct bookings. It's extremely important. And 96% of people do look at reviews. But there's another type of review or rating out there that's having a bigger effect than your TripAdvisor or the reviews on OTA. Can anyone tell me what that one is? Did anyone listen to my workshop yesterday? Google reviews. Google reviews now are affecting people's direct bookings more than ever before. Because what's happening, when you look for a restaurant or a business you've never dealt with, what do? You go to Google and you look at the star rating, don't you? And the reviews. It's the same with accommodation. So for the next 1 or 2 months, instead of going off and asking people to review you and you put that onto Booking.com or Expedia or TripAdvisor, try making it go to your actual Google reviews, because what happens is that as your star ratings go up, your meta search listings will go up, your SEO will go up, and what you're paying for PPC will go up. Because Google say, hey, I'm going to show your ads because you've got a better listing. Good point. So Google reviews. Make sure that you're getting your customers to review you on Google. You'll start appearing much higher as well with that. Social media, I won't spend too much time, but social media is making a huge comeback. And yesterday, TikTok, what an amazing presentation. Remember, TikTok's not a social media platform, it's an entertainment platform, and that's changing the future of it as well. So very, very important. Can anyone tell me what the top, for the people who were in the room yesterday, what's the top social media channel in Australia? Facebook. What's number 2? Don't scream it out for you yesterday. Okay, YouTube. We as humans, ever since COVID, are consuming video content at an extreme pace. Look at the rise of TikTok. So YouTube is the second most popular social media channel, followed by WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, X or Twitter, Tinder? Okay, so that's up there. People use it. We advertise. Oh, I don't advertise on Tinder. I'm not on Tinder anymore. I'll move on to that one. Tumblr, WeChat as well. So they're the top media. So don't forget about social media. But social media will not give you direct bookings. It's actually more of inspiration and how to use it as well. The other thing I'm going to finish off with is email marketing. How much does it cost to send an email? Nothing. The amount of times I stay in a hotel and I don't get back an email saying, hey, thanks for staying, here's an offer to stay again, is ridiculous. In email marketing, we're getting about 800 to 1,200 return on investment. Make sure that you create a customer journey plan, and please use a CRM, and don't ever send out the same message to your whole database, because that's spamming. Because everyone in this room is a different person, different age, where they've come from. I mean, I get emails saying, oh, go down, revisit your honeymoon. I'm not friggin' married. Okay, so don't send the same message. When we create emails, And we use Revenate. Why Revenate? Not because they're a gold sponsor, we love it. And what you can do with that system, we send out 5 to 6 different versions of the same email with different areas, depending on who they are. And we get huge revenue from that. Please go see them as well. So just quickly in summary, the top booking direct channels, there they are there. Email marketing, this is based on ROI, based on our clients over the last 12 months. Website, managing your distribution channels, book direct deals, remarketing, meta search, SEO, SEM, and social media. I hope I've given you a little bit of a 15, 20-minute insight on how you can actually use OTAs. You should have 50-50. If you don't, let's talk, because it should actually be 50-50 or more on the other way. Thank you very much. Thank you.